Well, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, everyone. To all the moms, what a beautiful day to celebrate those who have loved us and sacrificed so much for us. They pray for us, encourage us, and help form us into the people that we are today. It is truly one of the best days because they work so hard and deserve every second of it. But let me ask you a question. If the church you go to is like most of them, we have them stand, we applaud them, and then we give them a flower. And that's it. I mean, it's nice to hear the families, talk about, they're all dressed up. They're talking about where they're going to take mom for lunch after church. But church, is that all we can do? Because there's a lot of moms out there that don't fall into that category. There's the gold star moms whose child never made it back from war. And then there's the mom who lost her baby. And she walks with that grief like a shadow. There's the single mom who spent all morning by herself trying to get her kids ready for church, making sure they were clothed and fed and possibly groomed. There's the stepmom who, despite tirelessly working, gets very little praise, and quite often the opposite. There's the foster mom who is loving a child that she probably isn't going to be able to keep. There's a lot of categories of mothers out there that are overlooked. And isn't that the shepherd's responsibility? Isn't it our job to care for the flock, to know where each and every one is? So maybe just having them stand and applaud and give a rose to is not quite cutting it. And in some cases, hurting. Because many mothers, especially if they've lost their child, they want to forget that day even exists because it's a painful memory. I remember one year I was working with a great organization, America's Mighty Warriors, and it was coming up on Mother's Day, and we planned a Gold Star Mother's Day event. We picked them up in a limo, took them out to lunch, went to the mall, took them shopping. Then they ended the day going to Build-A-Bear workshop, where they got to build a bear in honor of their fallen child and then record a special message that they hid inside the bear. Many of them said it was the greatest Mother's Day they had ever had. It's our job as the body of believers, as those who are actively pursuing God's kingdom here on earth, to go that extra mile, to look out and plan ahead for those forgotten. To you mothers out there, I see you. My heart goes out to you, and I honor you. So church, maybe next year, what would it look like if we actually had committees put together of people that were in charge of each of those demographics I just went over? The mother who lost their baby, the Gold Star mom, the single mother, the stepmother, the foster mother. And we planned something that made them feel whole for maybe just one moment on one day of the year. Isn't that what Jesus would do? And let's not forget, we don't have to wait a full year because Father's Day is right around the corner. And all those same categories still exist. So will you join me in putting forth a little more effort, an applause, and a rose? I hope you will. Happy Mother's Day.